Are you getting the D?
Oh, Dick, I love you.
No, not that D, you wee rascals. I'm talking about vitamin D, which is a steroid hormone and is responsible for regulating 5% of the protein encoding genome. Before we get into it, I am not a doctor and I don't claim to be an expert on this either. I just want to share some information with you that I feel is pretty important. It's estimated that about 70% of the population are vitamin D deficient. Now, symptoms of vitamin D deficiency can include tiredness, fatigue, depression, bone or back pain, easily getting sick if you get colds and flus very often, some other shit as well, hair loss. Now, we can get a little bit of vitamin D from our food, but most of our vitamin D comes from sun exposure. Most of us spend a lot of our time indoors, whether we're working in offices or factories or schools or colleges. And whenever we are outdoors, we're wearing clothes and sun cream, so we're not producing as much vitamin D as maybe we used to. What has this got to do with the current situation? Well, if you're abiding by the government's guidelines, you're staying indoors, so you're not getting as much sun as maybe you normally would. There was some recent research from Indonesia that showed that over 90% of the people that died from COVID were deficient in vitamin D. If we look at those who are worst affected by this, older people. As we age, our bodies get less effective at producing vitamin D. A 70 or 80-year-old person produces less than half of the vitamin D from sun exposure than their 20-year-old counterpart. People who are overweight or obese. Now, because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, the more fat that you have in your body, the more vitamin D you're going to need to have to get adequate blood serum levels. And also people with dark skin tone. Somali immigrants in Stockholm in Sweden make up 40% of the SARS-CoV-2 cases, even though they only represent 0.84% of the population there. Now, this could be down to socio-economic factors or environmental factors, or it could possibly be due to vitamin D deficiency, because people with darker skin have higher levels of melanin. Melanin protects the skin from sun exposure, but in northern latitudes, melanin could be doing too good of a job, meaning that people with darker skin tone are producing less vitamin D. So, what are you to do with that information? Well, the next time the sun's shining, go outside, take your clothes off.
What are we going to do for bathing suits? Well, we won't wear any.
Or you could just get a vitamin D3 supplement. I think it's a good way to boost your immune system, as well as keeping active, eating healthy foods, and don't be drinking or smoking too much, you know. Now, if you think I'm chatting shite, that's good. Go do your own research. If you're watching this on YouTube, I've included some links to some research down below. I've found a lot of my information from Rhonda Patrick of foundmyfitness.com. She's done a lot of research into preventative medicines, and hopefully you find that interesting. Stay safe out there, folks.